Tonight, a sad day for a school community as students and staff remember slain teacher Steph Scott. Her family considers moving after a frightening confrontation at a disputed laneway. A grand day for Nans, Pops and their little ones in a celebration of grandparents.
And a cool change is set to drop temperatures by up to 10 degrees. When will it hit? Details coming up.
This is Prime7 News at 6 with Freya Cole.
Good evening. Students and teachers at Leeton have paused today to remember the life of teacher and bride-to-be Stephanie Scott a year after her life was cut tragically short. While the pain is still raw, those touched closest by her have promised they'll honour her memory.
They're the last Leeton High student Stephanie Scott taught. And today they honoured the memory of the much-loved drama teacher who was killed just a week before her wedding.
She was someone that everyone looked up to. She made the school happy with a smile because she was such a great teacher.
A trial continues for a West Wyalong woman accused of stabbing her husband to death after the Crown rejected her manslaughter plea. 50-year-old Marianne Parker was charged with murdering her husband Kenneth Parker in their Monash Street home in 2013. Ms Parker pleaded guilty to manslaughter, but it was thrown out and the murder trial pressed on. The trial's been set down for 15 days. Over to Maddie now for a check of the weather. Maddie, it'll be our first real hit of cold weather this year.
Yeah, that's right. We are expecting to see a cool change sweeping across New South Wales as we head through Thursday and Friday. But today, we've seen those much warmer winds blowing in from the north, leaving temperatures well above average for this time of year. Let's zoom in now and take a look at what did happen with those temperatures today. And with a top of 33 degrees in Wagga, that's 10 degrees above average for April. 32 in Junee, Adelong 30, Talbingo 32 and Narandra made it to 34. West Wyalong a top temp of 34 degrees as well. So really quite warm thanks to those northerly winds blowing in, but we will see that cool change as we head into Thursday and Friday. Wagga Dam today is at 41%. Can we expect any rain with that cool change to top up these dams? I'll let you know right after sport.
Thank you, Maddie. Coming up, Tony Abbott and his peddling pollies roll into Temora and a fun day out for Nans, Pops and little ones.
And at 6:30, 7 months since he took over the top job, the numbers are tightening for Malcolm Turnbull. A Sydney man expected to be charged over a shocking attack on his wife, and Grant Hackett gets some help from a fellow champion ahead of our Olympic trials. All those stories and the day's national news next. Join us at 6:30 tonight.
We could see rail lines that have been closed for years reopening across New South Wales. Our $15 million pilot program is getting underway. It's designed to improve freight in and out of regional areas.
This Fixing Country Rail is all targeted at improving or reopening lines, rail lines, to actually get our most productive areas even more productive and more efficient in terms of transporting their commodities out of our region and to port.
The pilot program is aimed at determining how to best approach a planned $400 million rail initiative. Prime Minister Malcolm Turnbull's poured cold water on any suggestion he'll reappoint Tony Abbott to Cabinet as the former PM tours our region for the annual Polly Pedal. It was a hard day's work for the Pollies as they completed the Cootamundra to West Wyalong leg. It's day 3 of their 1,000-kilometre ride to raise money for carers in Australia. There's still a fair way to go. The group will head to Forbes tomorrow. Still to come, big changes, a blessing in disguise and young soccer stars play off for Cup glory. There have been some big changes in Griffith's RFL team this season. New coach Adrian Pavizzi's had to adjust the playing style altogether, but it could work to the Swans' advantage.
Griffith finished in 7th spot last season. All faith's been put into their new coach to turn that around. But he's already facing a challenge with his lineup. The Swans' turnovers left the side a bit short.
And that's all in sport for now. A change is in the weather at last. We'll have the latest forecast in just a moment.
Hello once again, Madelaine Collignon with you. Lovely to see you as always. It was really quite warm across our region today. In fact, in Wagga it was 10 degrees warmer than average, and it's all thanks to that warm northerly breeze that was blowing in today ahead of this trough and front that's going to make its way into our region as we head into Thursday and Friday. Now behind that system, we're going to see those much cooler winds blowing through from the southwest. So temperatures on Thursday and Friday are going to be up to 10 or even 11 degrees cooler than what we had today. Let's take a look now at the forecast for tomorrow, and another warm day is expected, although not quite as warm as what we had today in Wagga. 31 in Narrandera, 32 in Griffith and 34 degrees in West Wyalong. There is a slim chance that we could see the odd scattered shower about tomorrow afternoon, but don't get too excited about that. If we do see any rain at all tomorrow, it's not likely to be more than a couple of millimetres. Heading into Thursday now, and on Thursday, well, it's going to be much cooler. In fact, with a top temp of 22 degrees in Wagga, that is a slight little bit cooler than average for this time of year. Cootamundra 22, Grenfell 23 and West Wyalong 23 degrees. Heading into Friday, much the same story. We should see mostly fine conditions, those cooler tops sticking around, 22 in Wagga, and we're going to start to see some cooler overnight lows as well, dropping down to 6 overnight in Young. Sunrise tomorrow morning is at 6:24, and now onto the forecast for the weekend. Saturday should be fine. We could see the odd scattered shower on Sunday, should be mostly fine, but look at this top temperature on Monday for Wagga, just 16 degrees, so it is going to be much cooler over the next week.
It sure is. Thank you, Maddie. And that is the local news for now, but you can join the debate on Facebook and see tonight's bulletin online at YouTube. See you all tomorrow, but now Prime 7 News at 6:30 with Daniel Gibson.